Leon, I've been able to get some new info that might help you.
Fill me in.
Apparently, there's a religious cult group involved. They're called the Los Illuminados.
Los Illuminados? That's a mouthful. Anyway, I had an unexpected run-in with the big cheese of this village.
But you're okay, right?
Yeah, but he could have killed me, but he let me live. And he mentioned something about me carrying the same blood as them. Whatever that means.
Carry the same blood. Huh. Interesting.
Anyway, there are more important things than solving riddles right now.
You're right. Hurry and find that church, Leon.
More cheese and a soap opera with French subtitles. Welcome back to Resident Evil 4. We're gonna be heading back through the door we just came from because that's how video games work, right? I mean, I don't know. I've never played one. This guy disagrees, though. Well, if you didn't play the previous game that Leon was in, Resident Evil 2, and by didn't I mean if you did, then that lady in red would be very familiar to you. But if not, that's okay, because like our big cheesy friend, you'll be getting very familiar with her very soon, if you know what I mean. This guy knows what I mean. But I don't appreciate him touching me with hands that did who knows what in a bathroom with no sink. I just kind of recovered from pink eye, so I really don't need whatever it is you were gonna give me. I swear, it's like nobody in this country has any semblance of mannerisms or proper upbringing, but they do have an egg inside an oven, so I guess that kind of makes up for it. Because while I absolutely loathe chickens, their eggs aren't so bad. Like the bass, eggs are items that some people surprisingly don't know can heal you for a pretty good amount. Unlike the bass, though, you can actually toss eggs at enemies to do critical damage to their pride. Aside from ovens, apparently, chickens can crap out eggs if you stalk them long enough, and they're also dropped by animals we've yet to encounter. Speaking of animals, look, it's the Spanish Chainsaw Massacre sequel, which means this is probably going to be a lot harder to get through. So let's use the wrong grenade. I meant to use a hand grenade and I guess I used a flash grenade. Apparently I'm the blind one here now. But it still works, so while he's down, let's take care of these mooks, since they're just gonna get in the way. Oh, ho, 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 hello, you attention whore, you. Get on back on your back. Just relax a bit. You'll have your moment in the spotlight soon enough. Give these guys a chance to shine. Apparently he doesn't want to, but you don't have a choice. I really don't want to be wasting shotgun shots here, but I'm desperate, and Ed managed to kill both of them in one shot somehow anyway, so let's finally... You okay, dude? You a bit tipsy over here? Looks like you need a breathalyzer. I am a cop, you know. Well, used to be one. Here. Maybe this knife will help get all that alcohol out of your system. Along with your blood, that is. No, that's not working for you? Alright, well there you go. It doesn't matter now, because you're dead. Don't drink and wield chainsaws, children. Okay, let's get a move. Wait a minute, is that the beautiful sound of chirping money that I hear? It is! Oh, glorious treasure. And that is a big knife, lady. A very big kitchen knife, to be exact. No sexual discrimination in this place, my ass. Fortunately for you, my knife is and always will be superior. Now let us explore this place that is not a kitchen. For red herb, not so bad. And let's keep moving. Let's keep moving into a welcome party that I want no part of. So let's use the right grenade this time, huh? That sounds like a good idea to me. Oh, come on, that was a sissy-ass throw, Leon. Oh, wow! It didn't look like it was gonna make it, but it actually killed, like, everyone. Well, everyone except the one zombie I wanted dead the most, but we can easily take care of him now that he doesn't have no buddies to hide behind, I believe. Yeah, he ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. Okay, with all that said and done, let's take care of this, get rid of this wooden board, and take a trip back to the past, shall we? Ah, treading on such familiar ground, such nostalgic sights and nostalgic sounds. We won't want to be sticking around here for so long, though, because these guys wasted no time moving back in, and they're just as riled up as ever. Since we have the key now, we'll want to be heading through the same door that they all went through the first time we came through here. How smart is that? Not very, but it's not like we have much of a choice. Oh, well. This is certainly a lot cozier than the hell I envisioned. But you're not going to be hearing complaints from me. Now, make sure to take a step back before shooting the fancy little lamp like that. Unless you really want to know what it feels like to be in hell. But then again, considering you're watching this video, you're probably all too familiar with it already. Now this is what I'm talking about. I hope you're ready for some spelunking, because there's gonna be a mad amount of treasures in this little claustrophobic little cavern. And by mad amount, I mean 3. All of which can be found in this opening here. Though you wouldn't be able to see them normally, unless you had more light, the light that came from the explosive lantern in the middle there, so... Grab your 1 treasure, your 2 treasure, your box, and your 3rd treasure, and let's keep on trucking. Wait a minute! You were over there, but now you're over here? How'd you do that? I don't know, just ask one of the hundreds of ridiculous Resident Evil 4 merchant theories that shouldn't even exist on the internet. Cause I sure as hell don't care.
What are you buying?
Speaking of not caring,
What are you selling?
the only new thing the merchant is selling here is a stock for the TMP, which improves upon the pretty shaky accuracy of the TMP.
Thank you.
But even the stock isn't enough to get me to care about a gun I'm not going to use, so I'm going to just sell off that TMP ammo along with my treasures. Once again, though, I advise not to sell the cat's eye or the elegant mask. There are 3 special gems that we can fit into the elegant mask to greatly increase its value. And the red cat's eye is one of 3 special jewels that can fit into another unique treasure that I missed. But we will be picking it up later. Oh. Leon, how do you get lost in a straight line? Leon, how do you set my phone off? I don't know if you heard that or not, but it kind of scared me. Your talents truly know no bounds. And so we finally reached the place that's been mentioned since practically the beginning of the game. If the presence of the blue medallions here don't make it obvious, well, this sure will. Well, I'd say this graveyard is pretty smashing. So why don't we get to, some monster mashing? Sorry, I stayed silent to give you ample time to play a laugh track for my incredibly witty joke there. Anyway, for some reason I always forget this shack exists, and when I'm not busy forgetting this place exists, I'm freaking out because it kind of reminds me of the shack at Ocarina of Time's graveyard. Why? I don't know, just because it's kind of positioned in practically the same spot. This is how the mind of a needlope works. It's incredible, I know. Now, the blue medallions aren't the only things you need to fret about here. Keep an eye out for the twin-made tombstones, like this one. All around the graveyard, more specifically, memorize the letter-looking insignias on top of them. There are 3 total, and you're gonna need all 3 of the insignias to solve a puzzle later on. It's a completely optional puzzle, though, so you can skip all this nonsense if you really want to. But for those with short-term memory like myself, the puzzle isn't all too far off from the graveyard. And it's really not, well, I wouldn't say it's not too difficult. You'll see what I mean later on. After we take care of these guys, that is. Which once again brings up my whole thing about mannerisms. Look at this. He's running around with an explosive stick. And that blood is floating in the air and is black. And I'm gonna blow... Oh, well, this guy will blow himself up instead. Okay, then. It saves me the bullet. Bullet that I'm gonna need for this thing. Actually, well, 2 bullets. Okay, well, 2 bullets for 1 medallion. That's not a bad price. Hey, it's a church! Let's go inside.
Hunnigan, it's Leon. The door's locked. I can't get in.
Didn't they teach you how to pick locks at the academy?
Yeah. There's some sort of indentation, like something might fit inside.
Well, there's no use standing around. Leon, you have to find some way or something to get inside.
Come on, you didn't think it was gonna be that easy, would you? Did you? Would you? Could you? No. We got a long way to go before we save the president's daughter here. But before we continue on this little journey, let's take an alternate path here, leading straight into the treasure puzzle thingy that I just talked about a few minutes ago. But not before we blow this... nope, before he blows us up. Before he blows everybody up, except me. You just committed murder. In front of a police officer. Okay, well, I guess he blew it. Okay, so here's the puzzle I was talking about. As you can see, you need to light up the 3 insignias, the same insignias that were on the graveyard tombstones. You can move the dial clockwise in 3 and 4 increments. So you're gonna have to figure out a way to get those to light up without lighting up the other pointless things, like this. The solution to that puzzle is a simple turning the dial in increments of 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, and then 3. But, Meatloaf, you ask, how did you figure out that puzzle so easily and with such finesse? Well, let me tell you, my friend, it sure as hell was not easy. No, I remember it like it was just yesterday. Many moons ago is when I started on the journey that was claimed to be impossible. A journey that led me into the depths of the series' deepest and darkest secrets itself. If we turn the first insignia on its side, it looks like the number 3. Speaking of 3, there are 3 insignias that we need to light up. 3 times 3 is 9. Divided by 3 is 3. There are 3 logos that we have to light up, which means 4 that we don't. Speaking of 4, this is the 4th entry in the series. There's no way that could just be a coincidence. 4. October 4, 2012. That's the date Resident Evil 6 came out. But why is that important? Why is that important? Wait! Resident Evil 6 logo! It looks like a woman blowing a giraffe. And how many legs does a giraffe have? 4. Giraffes are African mammals. Africa. That's where the 5th game took place. Yes, Resident Evil 5. How does that tie into all this? How does that tie into all this? Could it be Chris Redfield? Chris Redfield. He was the main character in Resident Evil 5. He was also a main character in the first Resident Evil game. Same Resident Evil that had a live-action intro. One that I couldn't bear watching for more than 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3. 3. 3. 4. 4. 4. 3. 3. 3. 3. 4. 4. 4. 3. That's it. That's it. I've done it. That's the answer. Or, you know, I just looked it up on Game FAQs. But we solved the puzzle, we get the green cat's eye, and life moves on. Well, except for that guy. Life doesn't move on for him. Though I kinda wish it ended in a more fantastical way. By kicking him off into the bottomless pit, but he got protected by invisible walls. So here we have, well, we do have enough of the blue medallions to claim the prize from the merchant, but I'll be collecting all 15 for completionist's sake. Yeah, it was a tired and old cliche, but I couldn't resist. So anyways, thanks to that eloquent author of that little note that we just picked up, we find out that there's more to Lewis than meets the eye. They seem to be prioritizing Lewis even over us, you know, the same guy who's been committing mass genocide throughout this entire village, so I guess you could say Lewis is a pretty important character. He's a character that really gets fleshed out mainly in these notes, the notes that we keep picking up, which is one of the positive notes and one of the reasons why I think they're worth reading through. We also get a little bit of foreshadowing by confirmation that the key that we need to open the church is inside it's past the lake, which is being guarded by something called the Lago. Aww! Look at that little cromance! I guess you could say things are really heating up over here. I'm sorry, but when I kill, I leave no survivors. I said I don't leave any survivors! Damn it. Well, I think we filled our video game violence quota for one day anyways. So instead, we'll just give a nice little seizure for you viewers here. We are trying to get this game banned in Japan after all. And let's do a little bit of exploring, shall we? It's best to comb this place pretty thoroughly because, spoilers, we will be coming back through this area at a later point, and I believe all the treasures that are here right now will disappear on the return trip. So it's good to note that in this game there are actually very few rooms, especially a room as large as this one, that kind of go unused, that are completely pointless, which is another real positive to the game, I believe. So that's just more knowing that we will be coming back here for something big. We'll also be skipping this room for now. It has a merchant, and really I don't think the merchant has anything new or exciting for us right at the moment. And like I repeat myself, we will be coming back here at a later point, so we'll be visiting our old hot topicy pal soon enough. Well, for some reason I get a sense of deja vu when I walk down this path. Oh, this indie moment is brought to you by Cherry Flavored Dr. Pepper, the go-to soda for you rockers and rollers! Alright, now that, ooh, yeah, I remember this place. This is another one of those areas where you just want to get through it as fast as possible, so that's what we're going to be doing. There's a treasure that we need to pick up along the way, but aside from that, let's spend as little time as we can in here, shall we? It's just, hey, there's a treasure over here. I never knew that was there. Let's go see what it is. And grenade. Okay, so, like I was saying, this place is just kind of a cluster. Fuck. Really, there are traps everywhere. It's kind of hard to navigate through, and there's a lot of enemies. So, God almighty. I don't know, just every time I go through this room, or this place, it's just like, I stress out on the inside. Oh, it was an antique pipe. Well, we'll save that for when we meet up with Lewis again, since he was asking us for a smoke the last time we met him. And let's just get through here! Oh God, oh Jesus, oh my God, I'm trapped in between a rock and a hard place. That was a snake just casually crawling through. That guy's pointing at me. I don't care what I missed. I got the treasure I needed. Let's just go. Let us just go, because this is the most intense thing I've ever done in my life. Woo! That was an over-exaggerated mental breakdown if I've ever seen one. So why don't we cool down up on this hill? Take a look at the nice view up on this hilltop and reflect on our lives.
Vámonos. Ok, ándale.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything fishy going on around here, so let's go down and take a closer look, shall we? That note writer said that we wouldn't be able to cross the lake alive. And I have no idea what he could possibly be talking about, because from that viewpoint it looked like a perfectly safe and normal lake. If anything, I just want to drop the mission, like put on some swim trunks and take a nice little dip right now. That sounds like something Leon needs. That sounds like something we need. And that might be what we do. But we're not going to be doing it in this video. Time's up, I'm afraid. And time waits for no one. So next time, we're gonna save. No, I lied, we're gonna be saving this time. Get the saving out of the way for the more exciting things that'll be happening next time. Alright, and next time we will not be getting stuck on a door. We'll be taking a nice little dip on this perfectly normal lake. And we might even go fishing. I hope you're ready.